Welcome to Introduction to Data Visualization. First of all, I would like from you to go over a very specific answers to some questions in which you share with us your experience with mathematics, data, research, and statistics. So a forum will be available for you in Blackboard to write your answers to those questions. More specifically, just if you can spend some time to complete these questions where you bring answers from your life at home, maybe volunteering, maybe at school, maybe at work, or maybe running research. So just give us some insight if it was positive experience and which of those experiences that really you use some specific maybe tools and which ones that worked well with you and you were able to accomplish what you wanted to do with those tools. So just describe those tools and also maybe bring to your peers in this class some of the challenges that you had using mathematics or working with data in research or maybe in your statistical courses. And then we're going to have some discussion over between your classmates over those questions in the forum, and you will be asked to give also feedback to your classmates with that regard. Now, like any type of knowledge you gain from the classes you are taking, uh, most of the time you need to spend time to be able to master or to become skillful in the tool or in the subject matter. And so musicians, for example, refer this to the concept of the woodshedding. For example, in the jazz lingo, they would say the woodshedding is often shortened from shed or shedding. And for example, if you heard of Paul Klemperer, who was a Texas based jazz educator, he will make the analogy that the woodshedding is more than just practicing. It is a place where you work out the techniques that form the foundation of your improvisational ability. So it will take time until you master the tools in this course to be able to apply concepts and theories that you will learn and to put them in practice. So it will take some time. And to be able to master those tools, specifically in the area of data analytics and statistics, you need really to be able to hang out in your woodshed and on your own, sometimes in groups, sometimes with your peers, to be able to practice and to have the skills that can allow you at the end of the course to master those tools and to be able and ready to call upon those tools when needed, either at work or during the exams, for example. Also, another idea would be that the tools that we're gonna use in this course, it somehow is gonna bring you into this shade area of your expertise and your personal toolbox, let's put it in this way, where you're gonna really work to master those tools on your own. And at the same time, I have to bring to your attention that especially with different format in this course. Some of it will rely on using videos, and you'll be working on your own, and maybe with some colleagues in this course. So always keep in mind that it's good to use your own toolbox, and not to borrow tools from your classmates. It's some type of uh, considered dishonorable invasion if you are taking the answers or the responses to assignments from your classmate as if you are using his or her toolbox instruments. So, of course, the skills of this course will require you to do a lot of things on your own. It's not bad to ask and seek advice and to work with your classmate, but make sure to do the complete work on your own. Asking for advice is okay. Uh, if you're already stuck, you can ask me for help. So we'll see how things goes in this class. So just bear in mind that you will have to spend a lot of time working on your own on this assignment and those assignments in this course. Um, of course, will take time to be able to master the tools in this course. It's not gonna come immediate. So I refer back to Carol Frederick Goes, who lived from 1777 to 1855. And actually, he used the normal curve that was developed before him in 1733 by Devoir. And he used it as approximation to binomial distribution. His paper was not discovered actually, Gauss paper about the use of the normal curve wasn't discovered until 1924, 100 plus years after his discovery, and by Carol Pearson. So Laplace also used the normal curve and even 100 years before in 1783 to describe the distribution of errors in mathematics. Subsequently, Gauss used the normal curve to analyze astronomy data in 1809, around that period. The normal curve is often called the Gaussian distribution because of him. So he used it even he wasn't the first one invented it, as I said. De Moivre in 1733 was the one who invented it. So it takes time usually for discoveries to happen, uh, and discoveries will not happen overnight, so it will take deep continuous work to be able uh, to uh, to accomplish the discovery. So the same concept applies to this course. It will take time until you master a small element in the tools, until you feel that you're skillful enough to come up with solution on your own without guidance in the course. Okay, as I said, anytime you have issues, just email me if you have problems. Beside that, what other resources of support or help that I would recommend you to seek out is just go ahead and subscribe to communities, forums for students actually, in Tableau. And so far there are more than 150,000 students enrolled in those forums. So technically, when you have any issue, you go and post your problem there, and a lot of volunteers will jump into and tell you how to fix the problem on hand. They'll not answer your assignments questions, but if you're stuck with some issues, not knowing how to configure part of Tableau, they will jump in and will help you. So that's really a good resource to consider. And beside that, they have a lot of data and presentations they can share. They are available there to share with others. So you can use this data in some of your assignments and your projects. So it's really good repository of information to keep up to date with what's going on in the community of Tableau. Beside that, there are user groups, so try to find the closest. So I'm familiar with Seattle user groups because some of my University of Louisville students joined that group, and I look at some of their presentations at the Tableau events. I'm going to mention that shortly. So try to find either a group that's closest to you and they meet regularly. So maybe it's close to your city, and one day you decide, hey, there is an event happening in this area. There are meetings, so maybe you will go, and this hub will be really interesting for you because of the work you are doing. What else? So you have twice a year you can submit some of your assignments that you did in this course to student visualization contest. It's run by Tableau. And not only that, the whole contest is broadcasted free online on YouTube channel during the event, so you can see a lot of ideas can come in, and you can see a lot of projects, poster presentations, communities that evolved over time with R, with Python, that they are adding in, to this to Tableau. So for example, here you can see one of them come up with a solution, visualization solution to the Premier League, season, and show the comparison between Manchester Cities and Liverpool. So this is some type of the assignment student did, or the NBA triple doubles visualization based on the data available to them. So it was, it's available, and why not to compete and submit solution to some of those contests. And I will be informing you with the deadlines during the semester. So that's it. This is a very short video just to introduce you to the data visualization. And the next video, we're going to start in more serious way about the usage of Tableau.